everybody, this is Judy at Judi in the Kitchen. I've got some quick ideas for you today on how to incorporate honey nut squash into your foods. That's a delicious squash to try, relatively new on the market. Give it a try sometime. One really easy way to utilize the honey nut squash would be to simply roast it, serve it as a side dish, and put some toppings on there. And I have some suggestions. Now, to roast it, you just give it a good wash. Cut the stem end off, slice it lengthwise, take a spoon and remove the seeds, put it cut side down on an oven-safe baking dish or tray, and roast it at 375 to 400 degrees. And no, you do not need to slather it with oil. Just roast it until it is fork tender or until you can put a sharp knife easily through the flesh. Take it out, allow it to cool a little bit, and then you can just use that half as a side dish. Now, ways to flavor it up a little bit. One, you can drizzle it with some sesame oil, sprinkle it with some sesame seeds, maybe even a little cayenne pepper to heat it up some. That will be an interesting way to serve it. Or you can drizzle it with some melted butter and sprinkle it with a little cinnamon. If you want to sweeten it, which you shouldn't need a lot of sweetener, but you could add some maple syrup, brown sugar, or honey to taste if you really want to do that. You could also top it with some feta cheese, nuts of choice, and maybe sprinkle a little bit of coriander, cumin, and mint on there. That would be an interesting flavor twist. Or you could drizzle it with melted butter and some honey and maybe some chopped pecans or other nuts of choice. There's different things that you can do with it. Flavor it your way, whatever that is. You can also add roasted and cooled down honey nut squash to your favorite smoothie. And then if you want to season it in such a way, you can give it a fall flair by adding a little bit of cinnamon, cloves, vanilla, and ginger to it, or maybe just add some pumpkin pie spice in there to make it really easy. You could also use roasted, mashed, or pureed honey nut squash in place of mashed potatoes. Just roast it, remove the flesh from the shell, mash it up really well, and if you want to throw a little butter in there and a little salt if you desire that, do that, and you'll have a wonderful side dish in place of mashed potatoes. You could also use honey nut squash in place of butternut squash when you're making a squash soup. Why not? You could also try adding cubes of roasted honey nut squash to a kale or spinach or other green salad of your choice. That would be a delicious and very healthful addition to a salad. You can also try spiralizing your honey nut squash to make noodles. You could saute some onion and garlic and a small amount of whatever oil or vegetable stock or something like that that you prefer to use. Add the noodles and allow them to cook just until they're just barely tender. If you want to season them, you can sprinkle them with some salt and pepper and Parmesan cheese as well. Why not adding a little bit of roasted honey nut squash to your favorite pancake or waffle batter? You could even take it one step further and throw in a little bit of pumpkin pie spice along the way, and you'll have some very fall-ish pancakes or waffles as you enjoy your morning breakfast. And I have a wonderful salad combination for you here. You could make a really good salad with some kale and some salad greens of your choice. Add some avocado, some diced apple, shredded carrots, and some steamed or roasted honey nut squash cubes. And you can try topping that with a honey mustard dressing of your choice, and that would be a great side salad. But if you want to make a meal salad, add a protein of your choice. It could be some cut up meat, poultry, fish, or you could even add beans, nuts, seeds, anything like that, and you make a meal out of that salad. It sounds heavenly to me. Well, let me know if you have any other ideas you'd like to add to the list. This is Judi at Judi in the Kitchen. Take care, be healthy, bye-bye.